Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tonya Idamie, and on today's episode of the Becoming Us series, I'll be discussing something I've titled Stop Being an Overthinker. So there was a season in my life where my biggest enemy was my own mind. I could turn one tiny thought into a full-blown storm. To be sincere, I wasn't living. There have been a lot of instances where I'll just be in my room thinking and not thinking about something important, but rather dwelling on thoughts that have probably happened previously in the day, like, oh, did I say the right thing? Should I have said what I said? Aside that, also thinking about the future, like, what if tomorrow doesn't go as it's supposed to? What if I'm not doing enough with my life? Thoughts like this keep me up. Sometimes I just overthink all of this. Overthinking has drained me more than anything in my life. It makes simple things complicated. It made small problems feel like emergencies. It made me sometimes rehearse conversations that never happened or assumed that, probably this person did not take what I say well. Probably I shouldn't have said some certain things I said. Probably what I said did not come out right. All of those thoughts. Overthinking does not prepare you, it actually scares you. There was a day I had to, catch myself in between thoughts, and I was, all of these things I'm stressing about, how many of these things are real? Many of these fears have actually happened, and do you know what the answer was? Almost none. I have had family tell me, why are you always thinking about something? When you feel like, oh, okay, you've sorted this out, it's almost as if you're looking for things to think about, to stress yourself about. Why are you always looking for something? And I will tell you, my mind was always working 247. In fact, it even affected the way I communicate with people, because sometimes before I say some certain words, I have to take a pause to think, okay, if I say this, if I say it this way, will this person pick an offense with it? If I do it this way, just overthinking basic conversations that don't even mean anything. There was one example that actually opened my eye in a certain way. Someone asked my opinion on something very sensitive though, but instead of answering, I kept analyzing various things in my head, just like what I said earlier. Something like, will they misunderstand? Is this the right thing to say? What if I sound off? Should I even talk? Should I even answer the question? Should I say, well, I have no idea? Those were the things coming through my head just from a simple question asked. By the time I finally spoke, I would say the moment has passed already. And later I realized that nobody is actually judging. Nobody was thinking what I thought they were thinking. It was all mental noise in my head. And to be sincere, that it taught me something powerful. Sometimes the world is not holding you back. Your thoughts that are holding you back. Becoming means learning to trust yourself, learning to quiet those noises in your mind, learning to act without ever explaining everything in your head. You deserve a peaceful mind, you deserve clarity, you deserve to move without fear. Stop being an overthinker and start being the woman who chooses peace. Know that overthinking feeds on fear until it becomes paranoia. There was a day someone tested me and was like, oh, we need to talk. That sounded easy, right? Oh, we need to talk, nothing serious. But guess what happened to me? I started overthinking this. Oh, why did she say we need to talk? Did I do something wrong? Are they angry? Something bad happening? I spent the whole day stressed. Only for later on, when we finally spoke, and she was like, oh, I just wanted your opinion on something. And you know what happened? That moment reminded me that overthinking creates problems that doesn't exist. So stop being an overthinker, okay? So personally, this is something I'm currently working on. Yes, I'm not yet there. I'm working on it. I'm getting there gradually, because I already know being an overthinker harms your overall well-being without you even knowing. It harms your overall well-being. So that's something I'm starting to stop, and I just started, and I'm working on myself. And probably in one of my videos I would share the various ways I'm currently doing that. So thanks for watching, and see you in episode 3. Bye for now.